Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, hey, hey,
Hey, hey, hey, hey, hey, hey, hey. Oh, the dulcet tones of Heather Robbie Lloyd.
Making fun of me, Riz?
Kinda, yeah. I'm not sure who Rizzo is, but that's cool.
Grease. You making fun of me, Riz?
Okay, yeah.
Some
Man.
people just have no sense of humor.
It's true. Man, this is worrying. Check out this not working. Okay, there we go.
There are worse things I could do
Ooh.
than go with a boy or two.
Or 17.
Even though the neighborhood thinks I'm trashy and no
Trashy.
good.
Sassy.
Well, you know it could be true, but there are worse things I could do. I could stay home every night.
Oh dear Lord. Oh my God.
Wait around for Mr. Right. Take cold showers every day. I throw my life away.
Whose noise is that?
On a dream that won't come true.
Oh, we're gonna have to tell him to silence his freaking phone.
Thing I could do. So yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe I started life as Sandy, but I'm Riz now. I think that's a thing.
Oh man, this is screwed.
When you grow up and you see yourself as characters in things. It was funny when my stepkids were little, they would very much claim a character.
Yeah.
I will always remember we were watching Book of Kells. If anybody's ever seen the animated movie The Book of Kells.
Kells.
And there was a white cat named Panjaban. And they fought over who got to be Panjaban during the watching of the movie. So I was thinking that in Greece, maybe when I was younger, I was like, oh, Sandy. And now that I'm older, I'm like, nope, Rizzo.
Y'all are the same age as me. I sort of wonder if y'all played Star Wars at recess.
Oh hell yeah.
That's mostly a Rob thing.
Because I was always Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I remember to this
Can't believe I grew into Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh my God.
Aw, you're Obi-Wan Kenobi.
So freaking gray.
More of a
No,
Yoda.
hey, but men get to do that. Like I said, men as they age get to be Santa or Gandalf. You know?
Get to be Mon Mothma.
Women just get witchy crony. I don't know, man.
Witchy crony.
There's a lot of good examples of wise, beautiful women.
So who's a hot older woman that you're just like, oh my God, yes.
Galadriel's like 1,000, right?
Lane.
Oh.
Diane Lane's a good
Ooh.
choice. I like how quickly you were with that answer too. Diane Lane is a good choice.
But one thing, there's sort of the women that they're a beauty, an absolute beauty is exuded just by their presence. And I think of that interviewer on KEXP that'll talk to the bands.
Huh.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And she's older and she obviously knows her ish. And but she's older, and I just kind of feel like, God, I'm just sitting there the whole time this is a beautiful human being.
But what
Tracy,
I'm saying is,
we are talking to
We are.
actresses.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
we are online and people are.
Well, you're
engaging.
talking actresses,
This is
you're
our
talking people.
podcast. This is our pre-playing podcast about
are people listening already?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
women.
I mean, just a couple.
So
far.
here's I pose a question to the
Okay.
chat as you enter, and here's the question I pose to the chat. Like I said, as men age, they get to become, even if they're gray and everything, they get to become Gandalf or they get to become Santa. What is the crone? There's a word I want. Ascension.
Yeah.
What is
so?
the?
Deborah weighs in Meryl Streep.
Okay, Meryl
I
Streep
agree.
is a pretty great
Yep.
one.
Yep.
Yeah, who do you get to be as if you're a woman and you're aging, what is this notable aged woman figure that's
And Selma Hayek doesn't count because she
Selma
hasn't
Hayek
actually
hasn't
aged.
actually really aged
Yeah.
much.
She's eating puppies
Hey,
or
it's
something.
Anna.
What?
Woo!
Oh, girl, you're going to be living here soon. Oh, my goodness.
And hello to Ms. G out there. We do see you. Thanks for joining us again. Thank
nice,
you
she's
for
back.
wishing us happy 5th anniversary. It's
Andy
true.
McDowell. Okay.
Okay.
Annie McDowell, I would agree as well. And that hair. And she opted, I think, to go gray, and boy, she's spectacular.
Sometimes I get angry when commenters call somebody who to me is like, you know, a beautiful person, and they're like, oh, the age caught up with, and like one thing I'm thinking of is I just saw like something of like modern Maggie Gyllenhaal, and like to me, she looks like exactly like a 47-year-old.
Right, but we're not allowed
Gyllenhaal.
to do that.
I feel like you have brought up Maggie Gyllenhaal before.
I have?
I feel that you've had like some weird undercrush on her for a long time.
No.
Oh, Deborah's got them all. Yeah, Emily Lou Harris, Judy Collins.
I was going to say
Yep.
Emma Lou Harris and Judy Collins probably are, because if you think about it, Emma Lou Harris was gray early, and so there was this like, oh, I could eventually have that like white hair. Like I won't. That's not the way my hair is. Like Emma Lou Harris, you know. In terms of mythical figure, like when you know what's a weird one where I'm like, man, it'd be so cool if I got to be that. In The Princess and the Frog, you know, the old like witchy lady that lives in the swamp. Like that's what I want to be.
That's a good archetype.
Please click those share buttons and let people know that we exist and that we're having important conversations
We
right
could talk
now.
about this forever, but John's gonna wrap
But
up his sharing.
I'm pleased to have given the comments section something to like chew on for a while. No, I think like the first sort of aged, stunning women where I could not stop looking at them. I was so taken with them, and I was like, I want to be like that. Were the women they cast in the Mad Max movie that were like the desert dwelling, gray-haired braids. I was like, that's what I want to go for big time. Anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I have been thinking about this a long time, and you're going to too.
What was the main inspiring nugget, though?
The inspiring nugget? In what way?
Of the TED Talk.
The TED Talk is men have some great archetypes they get to age into, even if they age, let's say, not in like gray fox kind of ways. You know, you can still be like a hunky Santa or a hunky lumberjack or anything, a hunky Gandalf, you know, kind of thing. Where are the women equivalents? Where?
Gandalf.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that shiver just meant, dear. Mufasa.
Thinking about this. Anyway, welcome. We have special guest Daniel Lee here with us tonight, but we're gonna introduce him a little more after we play our first
We have been
song.
playing live from the Lair, almost every Wednesday for 5 years as of tonight, which is insane. Thank you very much for joining us and being part of our little
Mirren.
weird community ever since the world fucking ended.
I second Helen Mirren. Right? Hotter when she was older than when she was younger, even. Anyway.
Just the entire Mirren timeline.
All right, but in all seriousness, everybody here knows this song. This is really a song about times like these, honestly. I come to you, humble and willing, brave, stepping over the bones of my brethren. I wouldn't come here if I wasn't desperate, but I am too small, I cannot live this. Once meant life can hold all our love, each moment sinking into the mud. Now I'll do everything in my power, and I am too small, and so is the hour. Will I never be great? trembling instead. Will I never regrets if I refuse to be true? Will I always be afraid? Will I always need an oracle? I do not steal like the rats in the rose bushes. Do not steal like the rats in the rose bushes. Do not kill like the owl in the forest. I will not die like the kind and the powerless. I will not die like the rats in the rose bushes. Do not steal like the rats in the rose bushes. Do not kill like the owl in the forest. So I will die like the kind and the powerless. I will
That's a good way to start off the night. Oh man, we've been without our Heather Aubrey Lloyd for quite some time, so I'm very glad that she could join us, and we kick off with a Heather Aubrey Lloyd song. It's a song called Oracle. It's no doubt available on some of our digital releases and CDs and things, but I have no idea what they could possibly be.
Another Life, Another Live, I believe, is the album. You can find that on.
This is our special guest, Daniel Boonlight, Daniel Lee, Daniel Como, Daniel all sorts of things. We've known him for 23 years or so, and over that time he has abused and used many, many different names, identities. He is the person who, if I had to, I would go steal homes with, because he's already got like all these backup personalities and nuanced identities, and we could just burn another one and be fine, and just like take Frank Lloyd Wright House. I think we referenced earlier. That'd be great. Oh, man. It has been long my opinion that the only way I'm going to ever have a really, really amazing house is through identity theft. Why am I saying that into the web feed? Sorry. Life of crime. I'm excited. Sorry, there's a lot of inspiration for crime right now. That's neither here nor there. What I meant to say was, Daniel, it is a pleasure to have you in our basement once again. Thank you for coming for our 5th anniversary. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you. I'm always just... What? I get in listening mode, and there aren't many times in my life when I sort of become speechless, but you have that innate gift, Rob, and that makes you the anomaly that I always claim you to be. So, I'm...
Oh, I'll be the intro that you gave me, or the thank you that you gave me last night is going to go in my my emotional mental spank bank, so that I can replay it whenever I need it, when I need that kind of little high.
I have a folder for that in my email. It's actually called Heartwarming.
Oh, heartwarming. I meant heartwarming. My folder of heartwarming.
Yeah, I hadn't heard your term before. We've talked about that, but it's a new term.
I hope things are sounding good out there. This is always a little bit of an adventure. And we're going to turn things over to our guest and see what Daniel's got for us.
Y'all, I think since the discussion is gratitude, I just sort of, it popped in my mind that like some of the people that watching, this is a tune that like is sort of their me tune. So this is a good starting point. I have this guitar is from like Ed Sullivan year, so it's trying to stay up. It's trying to stay up with the modern doings here, but I'm trying to like keep it in tune with a capo. So.
Light that
We're gonna
man.
put a little more
Light
lights.
that man. Light Aziz. More lights.
I don't know.
There you go. Trust me.
Oh, but
What?
you okay? You
But
okay?
what?
I'm kind of. How do I get this? How do I get that?
You see how it's held onto the wall by a capo? Oh. Don't break the capo. Oh my God, what have you done?
All right, we could put it like on the end of Kristen's microphone.
That's
Stand.
good. That's good.
Let's just point it away from him.
But
That's a mystery.
It's mood lighting tonight. That's okay.
Oh wait, sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm
He's starting all over.
we got him all flustered. I shouldn't have begun the live stream just talking about it.
Well, it's difficult because every time the camera goes off Heather, she's flashing Daniel, and it's like really awkward for everyone. Hey, Carrie, thank you so much.
Hey, thank you for being our Twitch moderator for 5 years.
Most of that time, yeah. Thank you for introducing me to Twitch. That was Carrie's.
Okay, I think I'm ready for you guys. Begin every now and then, or someone steps right in and does it all so differently. They give just anonymously. There's nothing that you missed. They only want your joy to see. And I try, I'm mixed in with goodbyes to show you what's inside, to summarize my gratitude. But I'll leave you with the words, just moments that you heard that disappear like food and dreams. Only we're our means to give you what it seems. In fairness, I'd return you a father, friend, so merit in me. Maybe you could catch wind these days. There's more than plenty ways that we communicate, and I can use them all. At best, we feel less and less able to confess, and so we just don't go. Somewhere I hope they go somewhere we just can't say. You know, we once was turned so tight, but try as well we might, did not belong in life like peas and so when we both let go, It was all that we could know. And I slept what you shared with me. You know it's fine. I never buy back time, but justify the silence when all of this is just a relative. The logic is we're closer to right now with more to figure out, and I could not keep still when grandma called, yeah. And I'm surprised I heard her words. Oh, I was just a kid, and here I am with all these memories like puzzle pieces and not completed. And I wish I'd stayed seated right there in that burnt orange jam. These days, the air is thick with the waves that leave us hesitating just to say anything real at best. We feel less than less able to confess, and so we just don't call somewhere. I hope they go somewhere else. We just can't say.
Beautiness.
Thank you, all of y'all.
Yeah.
I was gonna say thank you, Rob, because you were leaving the little ghostly thing.
It's time for some musical snail trails.
Did y'all watch that movie where? Who was that? You can pretty much count on the movie being bad. It was the movie where like the ghost was like just watching the whole time, and like
You're an anti M Night Shyamalan.
No, it wasn't.
Shyamalan.
Did he make that movie?
I don't know. Was it Sixth Sense?
No, not
Oh,
that.
no.
Not that. No. It was. It was that dude who was the brother of. It's Casey Affleck. Whenever Casey Affleck's in a
Ben
movie, you can
Affleck.
count that it sucks. But
Dogma?
no, it was like. Anyway, y'all haven't
Someone
seen
in the
it.
comments will eventually know.
But it was the point is your little hanging note was like the Casey Affleck character in a sheet.
Compliment
Lost?
or is it not? What?
The television show Lost.
Is
No.
he being mean? I can't
No,
tell.
there's some soundtrack song where the sounds of the ghosts are like the little whoa, and it's like cute. And so it was like the little cute ghost version of
You are
the.
a little cute ghost. Robert the friendly ghost. Anyway,
Is it? What are people online? Do they don't know?
they'll figure it out.
We haven't gotten that yet, but Becca says she would like to cover that song at some point.
Oh, I can see. Okay,
yeah.
I can see there. I don't know. I literally don't know where to look when we do these things.
I know,
You
there's
have
so
a
many.
where do I-
camera right across from you.
Oh,
and then
that
there's
one.
that
Yeah.
one as well.
And then there's this
Everybody cam is in the corner above the monitor.
one. A ghost story.
Okay.
Lauren.
See, someone's always gonna know.
Oh,
Made up that
Lauren.
answer. I mean,
Made it up. A story with ghosts? What? No one's ever heard of such a thing.
I guess if we're being thankful, this is not totally a thankful song, but it's kind of maybe I could be. I would have wed a cellist, smart and lithe and kind. She'd work her fingers to the bone for a song. We'd meet someplace mundane and go someplace exotic. Deep inside the dream, our lives were flawless. We run off with the nouveau rich, but ain't life a bitch. That's the penny pinch. I could barely save a dime. I've been rubbing off on poverty like a cat who's flirting hunger me. But deep inside the dream, our lives were flawless. Steady on with someone else's spring again. I got nothing in my pocket. The seasons don't mean anything. Steady gone, full circle back to spring again. I got nothing in my pocket and nothing up my sleeve. I dreamt there was a sickness. It took its toll on the man. Couldn't wash our hands with our wedding bands. Chapping lips and fingertips, we stayed someplace mundane, cause any travel seemed exotic. Deep inside the dream, our lives were flawless. Steady on when someone else is spring again. I got nothing in my pocket. The seasons, they don't mean anything. No. Steady gone, full circle back to spring again. I got nothing in my pocket and no one on my arm. You know how you forget all those things when you leave your bed. You just faintly remember to regret leaving something warm. You know how you forget all those dreams when you leave your bed. You just faintly remember to regret leaving something flawless. Its toll upon the land. Couldn't wash our hands with our wedding bands. We'll do the third verse. I dreamt I'd left the city, but everyone was starving. Pharaoh, they kill you for a song. Masked faces, lowered eyes, and lips were so exotic. Ha! We're in danger for our lives when everyone is all this, all this. Steady on. fall when someone else is spring again. I got nothing in my pocket, nothing on my sin again. Steady gone, full circle back to spring again. I got nothing in my pocket, and no one left to harm. I got no one left to harm. I got no one left to harm. Weird stop. Daniel on lead guitar.
Yes. Oh, that was nice. That was nice.
Yeah.
Distractingly good, even.
It's just like, oh yeah, let's just do it down on my knees in front of Daniel. He's gonna get on his knees here too. We're just gonna have a mutual knee fest, and then he'll be like, oh shit, I'm 50. I need to get back up. It's fine. It's fine. And then he was like, oh man, I'm not that much younger than Rob. How am I to get back up? Okay. I just, all right. Leaping into action.
Yeah, just want to recognize a bunch of folks out in the audience that we have only met through these live streams, and we hope to meet in person one day. Our friend Live Music, who is typing to us from Australia, where it is the morning. Wow. Joni, good to see you out there as well. We are grateful for you tuning in. And Tracy, we know Tracy, but I think we met Tracy found us through our live streams, sort of.
Is that true? Or Tracy, did we meet in in Gettysburg? I might be making up this story. I might be making up this story.
But I feel like it was solidified, Yeah. Anyway, lots of you that we
Ontario
hope
also
to
in the
meet.
house.
Yes, Sue in Ontario, and my dad, who can now tune in.
Oh, that's so fun.
He looks. He says we look like we're having a lot of fun, which is
Yes.
accurate. And for those of you who don't know, who may have come to us via Daniel, we are Iliami. We're coming to you live from the Lair in a Baltimore basement in Baltimore, Maryland, United States of America. We do this every Wednesday night, and this is our 5th year anniversary of doing it. So back to our guest.
I was so happy to be out of the crazy, frantic inner DC world of just what am I even trying to do with my car amongst
Then we're
this.
like,
and
let's
then
shove 'em in a
it was
basement.
highway, and then I'm talking the second I got off, it was like liquor store, and I was like, I'm in Baltimore.
That is true, though.
aren't
It's the
wrong.
first thing off the ramp. They are very nice there, though, and I like them a lot.
I mean, our impression of Louisiana isn't that different. I mean, I figure
No,
maybe
there's
you
a
have to drive a little further.
There's a difference. You get off the ramp, and the gas station has shrimp and grits.
I was going to say the gas stations have liquor. Right?
There's the drive-through daiquiri places,
Dude.
which is,
Which is not a moral standpoint.
and they try to
stand
keep
on.
you gotta have the top on it.
Right.
You can have there's something with the straw. If we catch you with the straw. Anyway, my people down home know. I don't know how many people down home I got, but anyway, I'm gonna play new and old because I kind of feel like there should be no in between. These guys used to hear this tune a lot, like way back in the so let's do this. We're gonna do a tune called Grapefruit. All right. What were you in? But this is my open B, so I don't know what you were doing. We should make a side note that like not a lot of running through / rehearsing. I don't know. Do y'all mind me saying that?
No, that's the
Okay.
way.
We try to discourage anyone from ever thinking that we've ever played any of our songs before, ever.
Here we go. Wait. Sorry. I pushed it down a little too. Okay. Yeah, you were there. Let's start together.
Okay. Sorry, my brain just
No,
went.
she was on
My
it,
brain
and-
went to closer, too, because I was
Yeah.
just going to keep the rhythm.
1, 2, 3. I could as many grapefruits in my 2 hands. At the times you venture out this place farther than you can, yeah. And I thank you for the blessings and I appreciate your thoughts. But I got to get myself back before I get too low. And know what I know. Keep finding nowhere for myself. First walked inside this land. The times you venture, you talk your dust and off the panel wall. Ooh, damn it, don't need long for rays to filter down before you're asking what you saw, and I only ghost town you hardly knew. Keep finding nowhere for myself a they do their own way, sing the wind my name. Come on. And I keep on going, going, going after you, my past days. And I keep on going, going, going after you, my past days. And I keep on going, going, going after you, my past days. Come on,
So I got a little metal in your phone.
I love it, man. I love it. I tried to put some Yngwie Malmsteen licks in the actual recording of that tune, so we're fine.
It's your turn. It's your turn.
Okay. Can I safely?
Yeah.
Oh, I can unplug?
Oh no.
Oh, no. All right.
That was your question.
Yeah.
I should go use that then for you.
Because this tuner's acting weird, isn't it?
It's it likes you too much.
It would behave more if it was a salmon.
Did we keep everybody? Is the number the same?
Yeah, they're hanging in there.
Cool.
I think there's one more, maybe.
Good.
It is wackadoodle that we've been doing this for 5 years, but it's a fun thing to do on a Wednesday.
Speaking of the 5 years ago of it all and whatnot, so we were all in different houses, with the exception of Rob and Kristen, who lived together. And Rob did a profound amount of writing during pandemic. I did a very measured amount of writing. Almost all that, and basically all that stuff is going on the album that's about to finish. Album update, by the way, we are down to the string arrangement on the very last song just needs actual studio availability time to physically record it. That is what we are waiting on. That's all that's left. Everything else is done, mixed, mastered, the whole nine. Quite literally the whole nine. So.
How do I get the guitar on?
He's gonna get you.
Okay, cool.
So anyway, this was the very first song I wrote at the beginning of pandemic once I did not have COVID and could sing. We'll get out of this, my child, you'll see. I've done my share of wandering. Are you out here in the woods all alone? Are you lost or did you lose someone? And I know it's been far too long. And daylight is a fairy tale, a nursery song. The hours slipped away, been the months. Halfway there, now you're back at one. Sit down to you, you will too. And all the while you're lost, sure as you are seeking, you are being sought. I know it's hard and know you lie awake, but it's okay, you get to be afraid. And hey, you'll be this way again. So many roads, no knowing where they end. But we'll find the way, we will make it through to pass You haven't heard, so the album thing has an interesting. You know how every person who sits down to play on a song of yours hears something you never heard, and he's got a real high-strung guitar, like bells. So it's and I'm like, never in my life would I have heard that and thought, yeah, that's the one. But it's my. People are gonna freak a little when they hear the arrangement on it because it's my downward spiral. So we bent it a little weird. I'm kind of psyched for you to hear it.
Yeah. And Tracy, same. Yeah, I used to have a problem getting through that song, and Rob too.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit in the feels early on there.
Where are you gonna take us, Daniel?
I think it's time to go to a new one. Since you're kind of in that realm, I think that's a good little theme. Let's go where we're at now. I just made an EP that's it's trying to be songs that are like looking at just like a Polaroid of a place in time, and so each one has a city and a date, and yeah, and so track one is this. There's this town called Baker City, Oregon, and I was trying to cross the country, and I broke down in Baker City, Oregon on a Sunday.
There's the line right there.
Well, and it's crazy because I was like all upset about it, obviously, but and there was no tire shops open, and I ended up just like kind of getting a hotel, walking around, and I was
The flashback to didn't we have to change a tire with you years ago? Was
really?
it you?
Was it me?
I think it was. I think we have photos of you early in the journal. Like
I would have been changing it.
Nope, I'm thinking of Shane.
Shane, Philly.
Never
Philly
mind.
was the
Sorry.
first flat.
Never mind. Forget it. Sorry, I ruined your story.
I wouldn't.
Is your guitar back in?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Is
Can
it
you
though?
hear it enough?
I don't think we're
I
getting
don't think
anything
you're
of
in.
that.
Hold, please.
Yeah, I'm not getting a signal. You want to double check? Unplug it, plug it again. Acoustic guitar's the blue one.
No, pick it up.
Is that yeah?
As in, you have the wrong cable plugged in. Be more clear.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. We were not more clear.
Okay, it's the Smurfy one.
Yes.
That's what I meant. Was this smart?
The acoustic guitar is a
Sorry,
Smurf
guys,
guitar,
I didn't
which
mean
makes
to
sense because Smurfs
Not use the
were
Smurfy one.
very folk music.
Yeah.
I have to use brake combo.
Anyway, I haven't been to this town since 2013, and this town made such a beautiful impression on me. I'm scared to go back because I'm scared of the way that it's changed. So anyway, this is a tune called Baker City. Assuming my scot free as I cross the big wide country. I guess it's you that does so incorrectly. And my abrupt impasse was in the Oregon hourglass. Tire shops all were closed for Sunday mass. Took a little grumbling just to find a motel, stumbling round with curses in the bubble above my head. But after rest a while, got up and walked around for miles. It was a town I think was meant for me instead. You could have a drafting desk of what's awaiting, but the future moves a bit like the past. Reminder grips just vice. Can will will to improvise the cards might hold even better. With something about the place's vibe was ready-made to revitalize. I felt that I was stronger years ago. Eyes were met, prices benign, white writers' meals and words offline. Eventually, I didn't want to go. No, no. You could have a drafting desk what's awaiting there, but the future moves a bit like the past. Reminder grips just nice, can will to improvise. The cards might hold even better. Come on. Dreams have consequences. Dreams have consequences. Dreams have consequences. Oh, dreams have consequences. I want y'all to come on. Dreams have consequences. Oh. Dreams have consequences. Oh. Dreams have consequences. Yeah. Dreams have consequences. Keep going, come on, y'all. You could have a draft and just once awaiting, but the future moves on beats like a past. Reminder grips just fine. Rail to improvise. The cards might hold even better. Dreams have consequences.
I know what you should follow that with.
All right, y'all. Thank
That
you for
works.
joining.
That worked. Very cool.
I remember we were listening to that earlier today. I was just like, yeah, dreams do have consequences. Yeah, I was feeling that song.
What's weird is if you walk around, and I don't know where it is, but if you walk around Baker City, Oregon, there's like this strange little bench, like park bench by a river, and emblazoned in bronze is just dreams have consequences. There's no one attributed, and it's just like sitting there in bronze. And I have like a photo of it. And very mysterious. And then I looked up the quote, and like there's no attribution there.
It pains me that we are not on the road and traveling around and finding those
Little
song
weirdnesses.
gifts in bronze.
Right?
Heather, what were you going to say?
I was thinking that actually that leads nicely to our little 35th anniversary thing. Is that acceptable? So, y'all, because I can y'all, because Daniel Lee is in the house. Y'all, it is the 35th anniversary of Violator, Depeche Mode. Isn't that crazy? This is when all the good albums are suddenly having the
wave is
anniversaries, and
old
we're
again.
like, woo.
Y'all is the only plural version of you that makes sense. Okay,
I
continue.
Use is very much a West Virginia use kids.
Use. I feel like I need like a good gulp of moonshine after I say that.
That's all right. I went to visit my grandma yesterday, and I swear the way she says the word tiger makes my entire being like tar. You know, tar. She really is. I mean, like full on Baltimoreese. I was told that when we were grounded for a pandemic that my Baltimoreese is a little thicker, and I have one word that betrays me and tells you exactly where I come from. And that word is Arn.
Arn.
Oh, yeah.
Do I even know what you're saying?
No, probably not.
You know, when you arn your clothes, you arn your clothes.
I knew where she was going.
That's the one. It's the one.
Y'all been knowing each other a long time. Long time.
All right, so we'll violate her and we'll mix it with some other stuff.
Let's talk about some sweet.
You had something to hide. Should've hidden and shouldn't you? 'Cause now you're not satisfied with what you're being put through. It's just time to pay the price for not listening to good advice and deciding in your youth on the policy of truth. Things could be so different now. They used to be so civilized, and now you always wonder how it could have been if you'd only lied. It's too late to change events. It's time to face the consequence for delivering the proof on the policy of truth. Never again is what you swore the time before. Never again is what you swore the time before. Never again is what you swore the time before. Never again is what you swore. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody is looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. On the policy of truth. Never again is what you swore the time before. Never again is what you swore the time before. Never again is what you swore the time before. Never again is what you swore. One day you're standing there tongue-tied. You better learn your lesson well and hide what you gotta hide and tell what you gotta tell. Find your problems, multiply if you continually decide to faithfully pursue a policy of truth. Never again is what you swore the time before. Never again is what you swore the time before.
Happy.
Things have consequences.
Yeah, really. Happy 35th birthday to Violator. All your little dark, gothy collegiate dance club kids.
Gothlings. Oh my gothlings. Hey Seth, how you doing, man?
Wow, so Seth Keibel is in France,
Aw.
and it's 1 a.m. and he can't sleep, and he would like us to be a little more boring so that we can sleep. Seth was here with us with
Sweet.
Daniel last time, and it was a treat to have you both.
Sweet dreams, Seth.
We
Come on,
miss
work on
you,
it, man.
Seth. My goodness, but you were living it up there, and that makes us happy.
And thank you for telling me I do good with the vocals. We were talking about the fact that years change and you start to do things with your voice you didn't used to do, didn't know you can do.
Yeah.
Now would be a good time to say we do accept tips. PayPal.me/Iliami and Venmo at Iliami. If you want to throw something in our little tip bucket and share it with our friend Daniel, make sure he can get to wherever he's. Where are you going next?
I'm kind of in DC for a bit. I should talk about ERPS.
Yes.
What?
Sorry.
Wednesday night in Virginia?
ERPS is in a week. I'm so excited about ERPS. That stage is just like marvelous and lovely, and it's a privilege to, it's one of those places that it just feels magic. So that's in a week. I'm headed back south pretty fast because I bumped up kind of slowly. So I'm seeing all the good peeps. I'm playing a bunch of places, and I'm lingering here because DC classically has been just the nicest to me, both in music appreciation and just people, souls that have stuck. So anyway, I'm lingering the most here. So yeah.
So next Wednesday, ERPS. You can find ERPS Ordinary online, probably at erpsordinary.com for tickets. I don't know what the tickets are, but I'm sure they are not, whatever they are, they're going to be worth the ticket price. I think Daniel Lee has threatened to bring on like other friends and whatnot. Seth Keibel, just bonjour, yeah, exactly, bonsoir at this point, bonsoir. And even though Daniel's from the South, I think he will appreciate the hot chicken sandwich they've got down there. They do it really, really
My
well.
brain parsed that sentence very differently. Hot chick and sandwich. I don't know
yeah.
why my brain did that.
I don't know, Heather. Sometimes for reasons known recently at Dark Horse, you've got hot chicks on the mind.
I forgot about that.
I wish Jeffrey Hyde Thompson were watching.
It archives. It was funny, I had a friend of mine go down to New Orleans recently to celebrate his mother's retirement. He had been many times, and he was saying he was going there. I'm like, I'm gonna need you to take pictures of food, because we have all the same haunts. We love all the same places. I'm like, I'm gonna need you to go there, and I'm gonna need you to send me a picture.
I'm going to go an album or two back. This is a tune called Words Are Just Words. I'm sorry, I know I totally just...
Do it. No, I'm still thinking about like red beans and rice at like camps, so just leave me where I lie.
Cool. I might have made crawfish etouffee 2 times on this trip for good peeps. So anyway, that'll be... I'm bringing Louisiana up north, y'all. So I'm representing anybody who's watching Louisiana.
We have a
folks.
Popeyes.
Dude,
That's all we got.
that's like leaving this state and being like, yeah, we have crab cakes here, and we're like,
Yo, I'm gonna play a solo tune now. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Popeyes is fine. That's. I think he meant it to like, yes.
Yes, that was
You were
sarcastic.
trolling. All right, guys. This is a tune called "Words Are Just Words," and how do you? Yeah, let's all start together. Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The light in the room seeps to mostly a dwindle as the sun calls his promises break time. You can feel all the workers come home with quiet wills when the days become shorter on the skyline. And it doesn't take much to remember things told in the blanketed cornyards of copper. It sounded like sunrises Mom used to hide from me, but sometimes words are just words. Away 1,000 spoons, dreaming this head into every moon, having to learn the hard way that sometimes words are just words. There's a crinkle of bags held as hounded and beautiful mentions think their favorite eyes up. They drink down the lifetimes just to settle time's failures, 'cause sometimes words are just words. And the ocean I once knew is the same as it was, but it's also not even a shadow. I've learned to let light come to deal cards in my corners, because sometimes words are just words. The weight of 1,000 spoons, dreaming this head into every mold, having to learn the hard way that sometimes words are just. The simple shared night holds this vision of everyone, everything is saving. I've learned to let light come to deal cards in my corners, because sometimes words are just words. And there are whisperings and writings once sacred that are homeless like veterans with the valor sold short. I've been mayor all this time and still don't know what to do, because sometimes words are just words. Weighing the weight of 1,000 spoons, dreaming head into every wound, having to learn the hard way that sometimes words are just. The weight of 1,000 spoons, dreaming this head into every moon, having to learn the hard way that sometimes words are just
I need to take the time to learn that, and then I still wouldn't want to play it because I just want to watch it. Oh my God.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you.
I remember you diving into that last night, and part of me is like, oh, I can't take my eyes off him, and then I also just want to watch the audience, because introducing new people to you is just, man, this is why you all should have webcams, because I want to watch your faces and jaws drop and drooling on the keyboards and stuff like that, being just like, damn, what just happened?
Wow.
Words are just never words. Sometimes, shit, not when they come out of your mouth.
Thank you. Hey, Rob just informed me, speaking of like trying to like make the whole pistons pump and train drive, Rob just informed me that you need 1,000 subscribers to monetize your YouTube. I used to think there were like 3 ways in order to get your YouTube monetized. So
Yeah, there's like 3 things.
I'm going to talk about that. Yeah, you got 3 hoops that I've got to jump through. So, yeah, it's just Daniel Boonlight. It just youtube.com/Daniel Boonlight. God, if you become a subscriber, all you do is press a button. That's it. And like,
it's not like you get emails from it or anything. You just help Dan make a few cents.
It might show you when I make a new thing. So, Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm trying to like go all in on YouTube, so who knows? Anyway,
Smash that subscribe
because
button.
I'm just like the social media. I don't really consider YouTube social media. It's just media. So that's kind of better for the noggin, I believe, in 2025. I totally like went off Facebook and Instagram for the entire first 3 months, or like at the beginning of 2025, and my head felt so. It was like
So much clearer.
spa
Yeah.
for the
Yep.
brain spa. So yeah. Anyway, I'll stop talking.
You're
What do
fine.
you?
I'm gonna do craziness.
I'm happy with brain spa.
We were having earlier conversations about Ani, and so I figure we'll do an Ani tune.
Yes. Let me get on something.
I figure this is gonna be like breathing, basically. So I will allow.
And that's why I mentioned Jeffrey Hyde Thompson, because he and his wife had just like hung with her and just described.
This was one of the first ones that I experimented with sort of the breaks and whatnot in my voice. I'm like, I wonder if I can do that, kind of thing. Also, I just particularly like this song. I think I particularly like. I was having a conversation with somebody, and I had. Here you go. I'll spill some of the beans. I went and had coffee with my 13, 14-year-old crush. So we're gonna refer to him hitherefore as vintage
Jordan
crush.
Catalano.
My Jordan Catalano, except that he didn't give a crap. Like, he was not interested. So we'll call it, Vintage Crush. We're going to go Vintage Crush. So I had coffee with Vintage Crush, and it was fascinating. We both, we are two of the people that if you had taken the most likely to odds makers in high school, we would have cleaned up, because I was this mousy little thing who has become what I've become, and he is a conservatory, repertory trained Shakespeare freaking stage actor in London. Meanwhile, this was the class clown, kind of a jock, weird dude, So super surreal and fascinating. But we were talking about the evolution of sort of craft and the evolution of the understanding of your voice. And that he is used for everything anyone ever needs someone to speak loudly at. If they need somebody to clear a path. So anyway, this was a thing that definitely, but the other thing was talking about art and craft, and I was saying that we had a lot of similar tastes in music. We actually, by all rights, should have been very good friends in high school, considering our tastes. Right. And then one of the things I said I love teeth. I love songs that have a little teeth in them, even when you don't expect.
I hear that, Paul. I hear it.
Yeah, I hear it too. So here's an Ani song that's got a little teeth in it. I search your profile for translation. I study the conversation like a map. 'Cause I know there is strength in the differences between us. And I know there is comfort where we overlap. Come here, stand in front of the light, stand still, so I can see your silhouette. I hope that you have got all night, 'cause I'm not done looking. I'm not done looking yet. Each one of us wants a piece of the action. Can hear it in what we say, can see it in what we do. We negotiate with chaos for some sense of satisfaction. If you won't give it to me, give me a better view. Come here, stand in front of the light, stand still, so I can see your silhouette. I hope that you have got all night, 'cause I'm not done looking, not done looking yet.
build each one of my songs out of glass, could see me inside them. I suppose you could just lay the image of me in the background, I guess, and watch your own reflection superimposed. I build each one of my days out of hope, and I give that hope your name. And I don't know you that well, but it don't take much to tell. Either you don't have the balls or you don't feel the same. Come here, stand in front of the light, stand still, so I can see your silhouette. I hope that you have got all night, 'cause I'm not done looking, not done looking yet. Shoo-be-da, da, 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 dum, da, dum, dum. Shoo-be-da, da, 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 la, la, da, 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 I search your profile for translation. I study the conversation like a map, 'cause I know there is strength in the differences between us, and I know there is comfort. We overlap.
Such a
Last time we
great
played that. That's
song.
such a great song. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you won't give it to me, give me a better view. Fuck, I love a woman saying that. Like, there's just something about the guts of a line like that.
Keith, that was a lot of fun to be on Tina Ross's thing, and I felt listened to and heard in a way that I don't often feel listened to or heard, and that was just a fantastic thing to do. So thanks for being part of it. Thank you for those people who tuned into that. It was a really, really cool thing. I have no idea if it's available for replay or anything like that, but it's a really cool event. Thank you, everyone. We are Iliami with our guest Daniel Boonlight, Daniel Lee, Daniel Camo, all the way up from Louisiana. We are broadcasting to you live from the Lair in Baltimore.
So is Daniel Boone Light like you got the hat but not the tail?
What's that?
Like Daniel Boone with the coonskin hat?
Oh,
So Boone Light would be like just without the tail.
moonlight.
That's what it means at all.
Moonlight sounds like moonlight.
Yeah, it's like moonlight.
That started out being the poet writer name, and basically I have a like my only published book at this point is under the name Daniel Boonlight. So
This moment goes out to all of you watching on headphones.
Okay, it's over now. Everything's fine. It's fine.
sorry guys, but yeah, that's the only.
Seth says, tastes better than Daniel Boone Zero.
Yeah, but I think that's a generational thing. Like, there's a whole generation that grew up on Daniel Boone Zero, and they're like into the flavor
You
of the
might need to
artificialness of
help
it. Yeah.
me with that.
Like Coke, like a light soda.
Oh.
Coke Zero.
Because when I think
It's
of
like Coke
Boone,
Zero.
I think of like Boone's Farm, like the bull crap kids used
Yeah,
to
there
drink
are-
when you couldn't buy
Good night,
real.
Archie.
Part of the deal is there are plenty of associations with Boone. When I was a little boy, it was my childhood nickname. My brothers called me Boone, and it was from Daniel Boone. But there are periods in my life when just people start taking up Boone, and so.
I love your poetry though. You were posting that stuff when you was on the social media, and it was
Thank you.
nice. To
There was this whole journey with it, and there was a year that I did like a poem a day project, and I stuck to it, and I really wrote a poem a day, and then a lot of stuff.
I can't even contort my mouth to say that word that way. Poem a day? A poem a day? I'm not making fun. I love accents. I find them very fascinating.
Are you saying I have an accent?
Tiny bit.
He writes POMEs, I think. Poems.
shaped like a poem.
What was the word that
Miss G, thanks so much for tuning in.
Amelia
Good night.
de Moldenberg just repeated like 6 times
Whoa, what
with
did you
Jesse
say?
Eisenberg? Y'all don't know Chicken Shop Date?
I do not understand how we have absolutely
No
almost
crossover reference.
almost zero references that cross over in our vast Venn diagram of human existence. And yet that's a beautiful thing. Like the Venn diagram of our Magnus is kind of awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty great. Anyway.
That's our crossover album, is Venn diagram of Magnus.
And this dude, I'm wearing like Magnus Carlsen, who's like the greatest chess player ever. And I walk into this nerd home totally thinking
Different kind of
Rob is
nerd.
going to not drop to his knees while we're playing, but like drop to his knees when I walk in, being like, "Oh my God, that's the coolest shirt ever!"
Yeah,
With
but
the
you
Tom
noticed-
Waits shirt
yeah,
on.
right
We
when
were
you
into
walked
that.
up.
That's Tom Waits, right?
And then you just change over to this like, oh, what is this? Like some indie band that we've never heard of because he's hipper than we are. Chess players, huh? I bet they like, it's a theremin chessboard or something like, woo, woo. They move the night. Speaking back to our ghosts right at the beginning of the night. Ay, ay, ay. No, Ultra Magnus was the second in command of the Autobots in
Jesus.
second gen, and that's the Magnus that is in my heart. Yeah, you better play a song.
There you go. Save us. Save us from ourselves.
Sorry. This is kind of the prototype. I mean, if I wrote an album of like places in time, this is Baton Rouge changing before my eyes and it breaking my heart and me dealing with the grief of your hometown changing and the world at large changing and your friends just zoning into these zones that you can't get to emotionally. And God, it was the first song I wrote for that feeling. So anyway, this is a tune called Moving Shaking. Now it's sad and our brightness just stuck with the glaze of confusion of what were we studying this for? Our books right in front, just excuses for any conversation that could be had. And yesterday's coffee and ancient ceramics caressed by the thousands of mouths from that town was never good enough, but it still was a gift of the lost and the living we were. There were characters oddly beguiling who came through those doors like a cuckoo clock turning its gears. There were upper crust statesmen and dreadlock purveyors of incense and djembes and dancing. And we never got much done, but mostly just needed the cheer from a blue-collar story, and some miles on that place had a sugary, white, noisy balance of comfort and grime and diversion. Just to be able to know this, just to be able to be, I'm moving too fast for the shadows, shaking the waves in the sea. Oh, and right down the road we would crowd ourselves thick in the darkly lit chamber of chaos and beer. And the bands would start late, but we all were awake as we cowered in need of redemption. So they'd turn up their amps just as loud as they could, and they'd bleed us their sonic frustrations. Oh, and we lapped up the smoke and the sweat of distorted love there. Yes, we were there just to be able to know this, just to be able to be moving too fast for the shadows, shaking the wind. Yeah, I see. back to town, 'cause the sun kinda pointed me there in a timid veiled orangey hue. I drove my car by the tractors and I dialed up the numbers of any friends I could remember I knew. Oh, but I couldn't reach anyone. I think they were lost in the static of newscasters, billboards, and blogs. So I waved and I drove to what I used to know as my own. No, just to be able to know this, just to be able to be moving too fast for the shadows, shaking the waves in the sea. Shaking the waves in the I said Kiri song, a Kiri song, a Kiri song, shaking the waves in the sea.
Nice.
So do you know who is it? Right. Okay. So I went on this whole Jillian Matunda knows. I went on this whole thing lately. I was driving somewhere. Mr. Right? Kyrie eleison.
Yeah.
Freaking slaps. I was in the car and it's like when the drum beat comes in and they are like
Heather
big
uses all the
crazy
cool new
harmony.
terms.
You're like
Slap.
Oh, it's bussin'.
Down the road that I
It's
must
bussin'.
travel. You know, I was like, damn, this song is good. My body burns with gem-like flame. I mean, it's like pretty metal for a freaking
Yeah.
ace. Like I was definitely like
Totally fire, totally not mid.
Yeah, what was that? What was that?
so good.
The chaos and beer.
That was a
line?
good line.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the way you
Chaos and
sang
beer.
where you dropped into that real guttural section of the low register. No, I have a thing about that. Like
Ultra
that
Magnus
is the
would jump in and
register.
be like, "There will be no chaos and beer."
That is the register in a man's voice that like summons the naughty parts.
No.
Do you know a singer-songwriter Corey Brannon?
For me, it's Sean Mullins, like when he like.
It's that kind of thing.
Oh gosh.
So Corey,
The undercarriage.
I want him to read all my audiobooks. Like, you know, I would be hard pressed. I'm trying to think of like a woman that I want to read my audiobooks.
Monica Bellucci.
Yeah.
So Corey Brannon, if you don't know Corey Brannon, has that like drops into the guttural growl, and it's so great. Like you would slay some Corey Brannon stuff. So if you don't know him, you should look him up.
Yeah.
You know how I bug you like halfway through the song about what's gonna come next?
Yeah, should I have been doing that?
should have been doing that
No,
for me,
because
'cause I
I
have no freaking
trust
clue.
you
Foolish girl.
and give you autonomy
girl.
to make your own choices.
Which one?
Okay.
What am I
New or old?
What do you need? What do you
It's
need?
old. We could go old.
Acoustic.
Real old.
How old's real old? I'm fascinated now about what's coming.
We could do loosen.
If you want to do that, we can do that.
That'd be fascinating to see what would happen.
Dangerous
How are
territory.
my people doing?
Maybe it's a test.
Brennan is old. Brennan, I saw Brennan today. I
I
hope
feel
you're
like
feeling okay.
only Iliami people are commenting.
No,
There's Brennan. I know Brennan.
Yeah.
Hey, can I?
What is it? Anyway, Rob and I had to do a duo show like this, and it was the first time we had done it like fucking balls. I don't know why I'm all like rowdy tonight.
We do what we want.
guitar sounds better in the dark, like our faces, they are floating, souls projected. I think we think it better in the dark, and oh, now I gotta go swooping. I'm spoiled by your fingers. Let me spoil you with mine. I'll be so kind. Expressing its intention of attention. Shame to let this one go out to waste and let the have-nots have too soon. Let my fingers do all the walking. Yeah, rip that off. Give me time. That's what I'll be ripping off too. All that I am thinking, I just let my body speak first. The forefront of my brain is the loudest of all my parts, and the cover of my sorrow. Get it all and strike it down. I'll come to you for holding. Please let me in. And I'd write love songs if I could, you know, like Daniel would. I could dare you like a summer's day if I thought cliches. But I hold you up in darkness. I light the night with all your flame. If you let me, I'm gonna take everything that I can. This blank brick wall again, the edge is blurring. The morning sun is here, the morning sun is here, this is burning. Time for me to be turning home again. I think it was the time that you lose to me in spite of me. Well, all I can say is at least it's me, and you not know the thoughts here churning. But I'm in the habit of spreading my mouth, oh so wide. Not like I kiss and tell. What the hell? I simply kiss and stand and sing. I write those songs if I could, you know I swear I would. I'm so angry every day, I'm never done fighting everything you are. Filling things up from my ribs, I give you everything that you need. Blue glass, and keep the lights to watch you shining. I'll keep you shining, oh, 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 oh. I'll keep you shining, oh, oh, oh. Shining, oh, yeah, shining, shining. Sound better in the dark. That way you cannot see all of what is leaving me. I am open, innocent, eyes so wide, and that's a rarity. I'm getting late. I'm trying to make it to the daylight streets. Speak to me of Germany, well, speak to me of your fight. I've been down here in the Christmas lights. I've been down here in your eyes. I'm getting looser in my thinking. You're getting cooler every night. Baby, write love songs if I could. You know I swear I would. I'm so frightened every day. I'm never done running from everything you are. Putting wings up from the mountains. I give you everything that you need. My bones, my breath, my teeth. I'd write love songs if you please. I'll keep you shining. Oh, oh, oh. I'll keep you shining. Oh, oh, oh. I'll keep you shining. Oh, I'll keep you shining. Oh. Not many people would I trust like throwing that at, but that was wonderful.
Thank you.
That was loosened.
There were these moments when I was like, no, I should just let him. No, he's right with us. He's just like so zoned in. It's wonderful. And I don't know if it's just because we've been playing that song for 20 years and you've managed to absorb it out of the ether.
I've absorbed it a little bit, but gosh.
But that was really fun. Thank you for coming with us on that strange journey.
Yes. Goodness. Would this have been like on the list? I remember like the first time I played, there was this sort of like, these are the things that could happen that evening, and
That wouldn't have been on that list.
All right. Well, then I've graduated up a notch
To the, like,
in
let's
the Jedi
fuck
order
around
of
and also
things.
find out, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if we actually played any of those that could have been on the list.
Come on now. Whoa, watch out for the thing.
All right. Where are we in terms of like? I have like maybe 2 more songs.
At least. You're probably 3.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, do.
You were so good at this stuff.
I like charts.
Is a
I
better
like
student
charts.
than Rob and I.
Yeah.
It requires me to
Teacher's
go
pet.
to the thing.
I had a really great moment at a gig the other night. I did the little solo gig
Hey, guys.
while they get themselves situated.
Actually.
So I did this gig, and the audience was with me. Like, it was the bar crowd, and they were drunk, and they were into it. So we're doing Somebody to Love, and I'm doing Somebody to Love, and they're gonna do the high note, right? So I get them to do it. You know, somebody to, you know, they do the thing. Except I kept going, and I held the high note, and I held the high note, and I held the high note until I stopped, and then the bartender said, "Show off," and I said, "Damn right." Love. It was such a good time. Like, there very rarely do you have a bar environment where you're just like, no, we're here.
What was that?
That was Covalent. I'll get you out there and we'll play. It's fun.
Y'all, I'm gonna jump to the tune that is about good old Hot Atlanta.
Just want to have this moment. Is this the first time you've been in standard like the whole night on that guitar?
Probably not. I don't know. Maybe.
It seems alien. It seems
It
strange.
is a little alien.
I'm
yeah.
like, wait, your chord form suddenly makes sense.
That there's a G. What?
Okay. But as soon as I start playing the song, you're not gonna know. Like, I don't know. Just you'll use your ears. Okay. Y'all, this is a tune. I've lived a big portion of my life in the city of Atlanta, more than people realize. I think probably ranging around like 9 years in total. And so I have been not questioning, but just sort of analyzing my relationship with this town. And there's a lot of stuff there. So anyway, I just tried to write a tune that was celebrating the old ATL, you know. So, do y'all have much history, like, besides just, like, doing the Eddie's thing?
We did
and-
Eddie's twice.
No, but we haven't like spent a lot of time in Atlanta at all. I can find it on a map.
I went to you to show me things like a parent, an umbrella, a godchild. And true to form, you had the wisdoms. I wasn't ready, and willing to find. You've well been the crossroads of the South ever since they dug you out of the forest. And every single beautiful muse, they all cast the spells in the day, and only die. It's a recompense spot to bury the flaps of your heart. And maybe they're seeds and maybe they're shallow, but to share is one of your thoughts. Y'all are just sitting on the ground.
We're watching.
Transported me in a Cherokee, wide-eyed and willing, moving to Eden along. VHS's down the block, and 85 all but stopped. We jump out and swim at the hotels. Play the Limerick open mic, gab with popcorn and dark nights. The Highlands would just heard that we were insane. And while you got to town with their 70 shag house, the brothers chaps in there making Homestar Run. Whoa, and only die. Ran off on the plot. It's a recompense store that we've got. And maybe we're seeds and maybe we're shallow, but to share is all that we've got. Oh, ooh. How did we do this? How did we get there? Managed to feel like a walking dream. If you manage to cross a wide open space with the bustling sensation of scene, and running under stars with Decatur bars in our hearts. I lost my house key with Tariq, and I couldn't ever find it somehow, and I lost my sweet entry of my paradise dreams. And only die, sign off on the plot, drive the Monty C out from the gates of Brandon Hall. And maybe we're seeds and maybe we're fallow, but to share is all that we've got. All right, y'all.
I slipped into a fantasy land.
That's my little Atlanta song.
Nice.
There are these moments when you make me think of like if Anthony Kiedis was good.
Oh God, and he wasn't like an awful person.
Man, if you had fronted the Chili Peppers, I would never have learned anything other than just how to press play on the cassette because I would just have never left.
Gosh, I love that we're mentioning this because like I can remember sitting like cross-legged, like what we used to call Indian style, in my high school, hall, and there were these upperclassmen musicians that were in jazz band that we totally looked way up to. We just thought they were like musical gods. And like, there's this one bass player that everybody was like, he's the man. And I remember him like, he was carrying this CD and he was like, this is everything. And he was holding up Blood Sugar Sex Magic, of course. Yeah, and we were all like, really? Yeah. And I remember like looking at it, and he like grabbed it from me. He was like, I gotta go to class. And then like I was just like, okay, what is that? And like, anyway, you know, of course you go home and you like open up all the tattoos and like put it on, and yeah, good times.
So my This Is Everything
Rob.
Sorry.
was like,
Suck my.
yeah.
Yep.
Was like Temple of the Dog, Chris Cornell, that kind of stuff. And so we've done this song a few times lately, and I have been like deeply in my feelings. So this thing's had a little more teeth. This has got good gospel all over it. So
Yeah, no, that was a good. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
When I am gone, maybe to the end. And when you mourn, all you might have done, sipping your whiskey, singing my songs, and cursing my demons, got me after all. Well, spare me your pity, give me my due, and think more of me than you'll do of you. 'Cause you loved my demons, but you never say be love and mistress, kept in the shade. 'Cause my so-called angel did me no favors, caused as much trouble as the devil ever did. Love the wrong man, played savior, so heavy conscience, for so good a kid. But oh, the forgiveness I've known in the dark, the velvet obsidian of my broken heart. Would I be different? Rain in my blues for all of that sunshine, yeah, that's working for you. 'Cause my kind of fire drives me to the ledge, where I look over flames at my back, and I do not jump, and I'm not consumed. But when I myself deceive, I am doomed maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. All right, Daniel. So when I am gone, maybe too young, and when you mourn, all I might have done, sip on your whiskey, go ahead and sing all my songs, but be kind to my demons. With me all alone.
I thought that'd be a fun
That
one.
was a delight. That was a delight. Yeah, absolutely. No, and then if only we'd had the other three Daniel Lees pop out of the bathroom at that moment and sing the church
The
choir
blues,
harmonies.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, snap. I live in a fantasy land where there are definitely 4 Daniel Lees, but whatever. I'm back. It's fine.
Not the guy that took over the Daniel Lee
I'm
like
sorry.
space.
The Daniel Boone lights. I
Oh,
was
I'm
dancing.
just-
I was dancing
yeah.
the Daniel Boone light.
Saying hello to Mark Rooney
Should I
out there.
not
He said
disparage that
that's in
dude
his top
for the record?
What's that?
I don't know if I should disparage that dude on the record.
Don't
But
matter.
somewhere along the way, part of like, he's been making fun of the name stuff all night, but part of that is that there's this Daniel Lee that sort of like took over like Spotify like searches of Daniel Lee, who's like, my truck,
And that's such a hard thing. Like when
on
your
the dirt
identity
road.
Gets, like, when your identity
And,
gets subsumed by
yeah,
someone else.
It's
like,
really, it was challenging for me. So
do you think it's still part of the challenge of like just existing?
there was somebody that early on, I'm talking like '01, was like, you know what? Dave Matthews, think of him. There are so many zillion Dave Matthews, but the Dave Matthews, he just took it unto himself and he became the Dave Matthews. And he was like, he looked me in the eye and he was like, you got to become the Daniel Lee. And like, and I totally took that to heart, and
You gotta eat the other one.
it was bad advice.
That was bad advice. I'm so sorry.
So that's
Go like the real this Daniel Lee on YouTube. Go subscribe so he can get further.
We met an artist named Drake who got sued out of his name by the big Drake.
Oh, damn.
There's a Rob Hinkle, Hinkal, who's beginning to edge in on my own web presence. But there ain't no other Ilyamis.
That has always been a great.
So grateful.
That has always been. Who came up?
It's mine.
Good work.
I love you and I miss you.
Young Paduan.
Was the band name of a group of ours in college, and then when I left college and I thought I was 1/4 of the band, I could take 1/4 of the letters. ILYAIMY.
Oh, I like that.
Where are you gonna take us, man?
Yeah, so let's do a Daniel and Ilyami.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Is
Anybody?
that a guitar change? I'm gonna use this one now. Thank you.
Y'all think I can hang with this? I didn't write this tune, but I want to play it. So all of a sudden, this is a tune by David Garza, my hero. Anybody heard of David Garza? He's a Tejano musician. had dreams when I was young. Used to hear voices, used to sing along, pedaling back keys and pushing pedals down. Used to breathe blessings all around town. Used to get down, used to get wild, used to get holy. Used to start fires, used to harmonize with the stereo. And now I just drone, now I just drone. Now I just drone, now I just drone. Now I just drone. Used to smile, used to believe, used to get jacked up on coffee. Used to say hello, what's up, what's up. Used to count prime numbers from the bottom up. Used to have manners when I was a boy. Now I'm just a monster to myself. VCR clock is blinking 12, 12, 12. And now I just drone, now I just drone. Now I just drone, now I just drone. Now I just drone. Write songs, used to hum tunes, sweet melodies, used to croon, used to practice, used to rehearse, used to fast forward, used to reverse, used to rewind, used to record, used to have a 15-passenger Ford. Cops searched the van all the way from the state line to the Dairy Queen. Used to say, check 1 2 on the microphone. Now I just drone, now I just drone. Now I just drone.
That's a wild song. That's cool as anything.
I'm amazed by your ability to ingest and then regurgitate such lyrics. Like, holy crap, man.
Who is that again?
David Garza.
David
Spelled like David.
Garza or Garza?
Garza. Like the Texas, yeah. He has a zillion albums, and there's this whole DIY, like making a tape every summer, and like Summer Song 6, and like he's got Cry Bear, and there's all this like mystique to like, he's got like these characters, and he's got this art. Mythology. He's just a colossal musician, and like he's a hero of mine, and every now and then I'll come across him in life. So
I know what I want you to do, but
hey,
what do you want to do?
There's that Fiona Apple album of the pandemic, and what is it called? Something the Bolt Cutters. What is it? Past the Bolt Cutters? The Fiona Apple album of the pandemic.
No, we are yet again in references that are not crossing over.
Anyway, David Garza produced that. So anyway,
it's odd because that's crazy.
Yeah.
She's local.
Oh,
Yeah.
To us nowadays. She is almost single-handedly supporting the PG County Police Force.
What? Okay, that I did not know.
With her own fundraisers and things like that. Yeah.
wow.
I thought you meant like she's committing crimes to like keep them working.
No.
Do they make commission on
Financially.
What I need.
But so why is that like?
So last night I played this song with Jules Bland and for Jules Bland. But again, my highest compliment that I can pay to another musician is that I would like to eat your fingers, and I would love to eat your fingers. I'm go for the throat and the mouth. And I'm voice and everything.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it last night. about like, yeah, you were the two different like amazing voices and guitarists on my shoulders, and you are definitely on the right side, and he is definitely on the left side. And they are, and you are whispering very, very different
Lovely. Oh.
implications about talent and what you do with messaging and all those things. So when Heather leaned over and was like, I think we should play Chicken Wings, I do not disagree and would love to have your version of Chicken Wings.
Good.
It's a simple song, but it is heartfelt with how I am amazed by other people in my spectacular musical social circle. Sorry, I meant to be amazing social. There was no plosive for me to give you on the same time as the cable. Pretty awesome. That would have been great.
But I think having you around, like, it's like when you're around certain groups of people and you slip into a kind of a drawl, you know, more attuned to that environment or that group. I think having you around makes us want to slip into a little more of our, like, swampy selves, is what it is.
Are you talking about moi?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm digging it. Sorry, keyword.
I don't think he needs any of that. You'll be fine.
That's great.
Yeah, no, and I wrote it as a relatively simple song so that people who I admire, I can throw it at, and they can just be whatever they are, and I don't have to think about it twice. Eat the heart for courage, eat the brains for knowledge, eat the fingers for their skills, eat the fists for power. I gotta bite the face to get the look, you gotta worry at their knees. I've been eating chicken wings to fly away from everything. Yep. I got an itch to scratch, and I've been rubbing up on trees. No one will touch me where the feathers grow. You scratch the itch and you get the fleas. You gotta bite the neck to get the voice. You gotta bite that hand that feeds. And I've been eating chicken wings to fly away from everything. Yeah. I've been waking up at dawn, screaming prophecy. I'm a rare, rare bird, picking feathers from my teeth.
Sorry, I'm like.
I just need to sit here and be like amazed. So there's some crossover on the nerdery. There we go. There we go. We found the center of our Venn diagram. Oh dear. I've been sharpening my appetite. I've been sharpening my teeth. It dulls my sense of taste, but it doesn't dull my needs. I've been chasing every shadow. I've been chasing the neighbor's pets, just to spice up all these chicken wings, to fly away from everything, yeah. Everything I chew and everything I eat gets stapled across the eyes and nailed to the meat. I've been throwing up the bones, they've been stinking at my feet. And I've been eating chicken wings and I'm becoming what I eat. I've been waking up at dawn, screaming at the sun. I'm a rare, rare bird, but I can't be the only one. I've been waking up at dawn, screaming prophecy. I'm a rare, rare bird, picking feathers from my teeth. fantastic. Daniel
Possessed.
Boone light. Oh my goodness, I'm ever dance with the devil in the Daniel Boone light. I would. I will.
Apparently, it would be a Nintendo video game.
Yes, please.
Very nice.
These men have very silly. Shoot, I'm trying to remember the quote. It's these men that have very, very
We are in the hands of unserious
serious men.
Something like that.
But I like how the room is half male,
Yeah.
half
We have
half
the
Luna energy. That's
How are you gonna finish this out, man?
yeah. No, is there something that you guys would rather prefer? Or?
No, actually,
It's up to you.
we would love it if it's something we can join you on. But if
I
it's not,
want
I
y'all
will
to-
happily sit and listen.
Yeah, but go if you're within striking distance of Earp's Ordinary next Wednesday, go see Daniel Lee there. I know there's one of you watching that lives like down the street. I'm not gonna call you out, no pressure, but go see Daniel.
Yeah, so Earp's Ordinary on Wednesday night. Although if you're with us live from the Lair, we'll have Jeff Miller with us. But ours archives, there's no archive of what he's doing Wednesday night. So
And I will be on recluse duty. I will say real quick, I have 2 shows coming up in April that I have to put bodies in the building. One of them is that yearly show I do at New Spire Arts, the evening with Ron McFarlane is going to be my special guest this year, so we're going to have lute tunes in the middle of it. And then the other one is at Godfrey Daniels, April 19th. I'm coming up to play a show. It was supposed to be an album release, and obviously we know the fires took that out, so I'm still coming up to play. But all up until those times, you could go see him.
Heather, would you play like a hoppity like?
It's Levy. It's Bonham. It's Bonham.
Do you guys have any memory of Claire and Bane's Maple Yum Yum?
what?
Okay.
No.
From Athens, Georgia. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Please join in, and yeah, y'all are gonna help me. Yeah. Yeah. Ho! We're the best lovers are the ones who are never around. We're the best lovers are the ones who can never be found. Can never be found. I'll give you a nickel for your calder, more liquor for your water, leave you drunk up on the rooftop. And I'm dancing with the moon. Oh, this song is for our salvation. And if we sit here long enough on this root under this tree, I swear I'll sneak up right beside you, unlock your heart and set you free. Ooh, oh, well, some days I went back, and the next day, baby blue. 'Cause sky my train is a traveling to. Ooh, no, no, na, 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 na. That's the clear sky my train, Come on. I'll give you a nickel for your quarter, more liquor for your water. Leave your trunk up on the rooftop. I'm dancing with the moon. Well, this song is for our salvation. And if we sit here long enough on this root under this tree, I swear I'll sneak up right beside you. Yeah, unlock your heart and set you free. Ooh. Come on, Rod. All right, y'all. That's a tune by Claire and Baines Maple Yum Yum. And that's, that's going into way back. But anyway, thank
I
you
wonder
guys.
how closed captioning is dealing with that right now. If it's got it or not.
It probably got maple and yum yum.
All right.
Well, this was super fun. Thank you for joining us on our 5-year anniversary of doing this.
5 years of this.
There's worse things. I'm so grateful that I've had a basement to retreat to with my wife most of those weeks. I believe we're on night 250.
Dang.
Something.
We don't even
Sometimes
know.
it was
Two,
my deck.
was it 247? 250?
No,
257?
we're in the 50s.
Y'all are in
Yeah.
the 50s.
And
257.
yeah, some nights the lair was Heather's deck, and some nights the lair was
Twice it was my dining room.
Mark Rooney's
Mark Rooney's
basement.
yard,
Or
too.
yard. Yeah.
And once the lair was 7 Locks Brewing, and once the lair was Susan's basement.
Yeah.
The lair
Twice?
has moved around a
The
little
Lair
bit.
also had remote attendees.
Attendees, yeah, from Missouri
and Reno.
from Reno, Nevada.
And upstate New York.
So thank you so much for joining us. We got plenty of these to come.
Thank you,
so
Sue.
much.
Thank you, Irene.
Every
Thank you,
Wednesday.
Rubastiano.
Rubastiano. I gave you extra reverb tonight, Rob.
Fernandez.
I gave you extra reverb
Thank
tonight
you,
just
Paul. And
And again, if you want to tip, paypal.me/Iliami or Venmo Iliami. We split everything out with our guests, with ourselves.
Thank you.
It keeps us going.
in advance, thank you.
And if nothing else, it just makes us feel like you like us.
Please, it'll go straight to the gas company.
Straight to the gas
That's
tank.
that's the
right.
that's the the piece you can have with that.
So thank you so much. Have a good night, everyone.
Jacob Collier style.
Five years of the lair, oh my.
Hole in the bucket, hole in the bucket.